Hey guys, thanks again for joining me. As you can see right there, I'm Bulls fan D Rose, and I got another EA Sports UFC title shot. This is my second defense, and like I said, you'll see here in a minute, there's a familiar face coming up. First, I'm going to show you some of my attributes. I'm not really going to go into too much detail about it. You can pause the video and see if you want, but you will notice that a lot of them are lean towards the clinch. This is my second game plan. My first one is more just kind of all around, but again, with everything being kind of based in the clinch, I think I want to make sure that when that's where I go, I benefit from that as much as I can. And so I don't really have many ground things or anything I got there. Here, you're going to see my attributes. My clinch throws is really the only thing that's there. Obviously, I don't want to go to the ground too much. I'd rather knock them out. My submissions, it looks low, and I think that's just because I don't have any offensive submission on the ground. Otherwise, my defense is great. My wrestling, a 93, you can see it's great. And then obviously all my health and everything is about as good as it can get. So, again, here, I told you, familiar face. There's Michael Bisping. I'm hoping that in this fight, it's going to go the same way it did in the first one. It's not going to take long. Hopefully we can get it over in the first round. I'll be able to rest my fingers and go on to the next guy. I wanted to mention real quick too, I've noticed in a couple of my videos that I've made, I'm still experimenting with this, but you'll notice with a few of them here and there when I say something. Obviously, if you haven't been able to tell by now, my gameplay is recorded and then I speak on top of it. And anyways, some of them are like some of the things that happen on screen, I'm on point when I say it, and then others of them, like a few of the knockouts, hopefully it doesn't happen again this time, but the knockouts are actually quicker. I'll say like, oh, he got knocked out, and the screen will keep going on something else and then he'll knock out. So my apologies, I'm kind of trying to figure that out, but I'm just commentating on what I see on the screen at the moment. So if it doesn't quite match up with what's there, that's my bad, but that's just kind of what I'm working with right now. I just started doing this YouTube thing kind of for fun, so not really taking it too serious. Real quick, you see here that UFC even has noticed that I'm the next big thing. I've got a lot of follow and a lot of hype going, and I've already had 22 fights, so I'm not any John Jones as far as popularity there, but if I'm the next big thing to the UFC, I'll take that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So here again, the tail of the tape. Not a whole lot different here. You can see that he's the old man. I'm still growing up. That's really the only difference I see here personally. So hopefully I'll be able to go out there and waste him. You see his record says 30-9. If you remember when I fought him at the title fight, 2 fights ago for me, he was 30-8. And most times when a guy loses a title fight, he has to fight at least 1 or 2 before he gets back up there. So I don't know if the computer's cheesing here or what's going on, but clearly he lost, didn't have to do anything, and now he's back fighting me again. So I'm almost out there to hurt him even worse. You look at his face here, you can just tell that he's just pissed. He just wants to knock me out. He's got a frown on his face. My guy isn't having any of it. See him walk back to the cage, shakes his head. He's about as loose as it can get. And I think I'm just ready to go out here and just try and take care of him like I did the first time. So I come out swinging a little bit here. I think I am coming off of confidence of my first title defense and knowing that I beat him pretty handily the first time, that I know again that he's good enough he can just catch me with one shot if he wants, but I think I'm feeling good enough whatever that I don't really think that that's going to happen. So you see me dodge and get him with a couple right there. I don't know why I didn't daze him, but I tried to take a couple more shots real quick to get him, and I think his character was able to recover and block my shot. He dazes me right there, so right away I'm backing up. I'm just trying to get him back. I don't want to knock me down, and so he takes me down on the ground here, and as you can see, my health doesn't go up. My health never seems to go up. But in a way, I think that's almost an advantage because he's not going to knock me out on the ground quite as fast. So we stand back up. My stamina's going up a little bit. My character's doing better. I get a couple good shots at him right here, and I decide to go into the clinch. Again, I'm trying to end this early. He's a very crafty fighter. If he gets me down on the ground and he submits me, I know that that was my fault. I never should have let it go there. So I think he's been one of the best guys I've had in the scramble. You can see right here, he gets me in a clinch, and immediately I get out of it like, what the hell are you doing? He gets me with a good kick to the face right there. We're swinging. He dazes my guy again, so I'm backing up. Kick him a couple times, try and get my stamina back up. He keeps trying to get me with these knees, and he's just not having any success with it. You can see my guy just swinging for the fences here. I'm just ready to end it. He goes in for another knee right there, and he misses it, so I get him in the clinch here, and I feel that if I can just get enough of these, I should be able to end it. I think that's how I got him the first time. I don't know if he's a little bit weaker against the knees. Obviously, like my previous opponent you just saw, went 4 rounds and I couldn't get him. You can see his body just getting wobbly. He's got to be going here soon. He's just staying in there. He's blocking. I get the clinch again. The clinch again. He's trying to. You can see his head. He's gone. He's just hanging on. He's trying to hang on. I got him against the cage, so he's not going anywhere. You see him scoot back, nothing's happening, and I'm just going to try and end the fight right here. Gets me with a toe stomp. I get him again. His head is just blazing. And there you go. I got him on his ass, and he's done. Next, please. So you see me pointing to my fans right there and taking recognition. That's my old trademark right there, knockout. And you can see Bisping's face. You know he's just pissed, just waiting for the hand raise so he can get the hell out of there. It's 2 fights in a row for him. I wouldn't be surprised if I see him again down the road and he doesn't fight anybody else. You can see me there. Dana's giving me my belt. I'm still the middleweight champion of the world. Thanking God. You see me pointing to somebody there in the crowd like, hey, you want this? You want the next shot? So as I'm out, I'll have some more footage for you guys coming up here again for my 3rd title defense. And just want to let you know, a couple fights down the road here, I'm going to have a really epic fight that I hope you guys tune into. Thanks.